Hey, welcome back to the garage. It is Thursday night, October 23rd, and I'm not getting a whole lot done tonight. Tonight's kind of a discovery because I can't just leave well enough alone. Trying to work on my list here, as you guys know, and I can cross off a couple things, which is pretty cool. Actually, grab a pen here. Okay, so what did we do? Buy tie rod ends. Scored those on eBay with sleeves and clamps and all that stuff. Pretty reasonable. Clean up and paint spindles. Ta-da! Steering arms. Spindles. Toilet paper rolls work awesome for masking off the actual machined part. So those are ready to go. So I thought, well, I should probably get the rest of my steering stuff going here. I'm almost done patching the frame. I have all the pieces cut, but I don't like to weld at night because it makes the lights in the house go weird, so kids don't like that. So anyhow, I put the pen back. There we go. Alright, so what I started doing is I thought, okay, well let's start getting the steering parts in order and see what we need to do there. Center link, took the center link apart, and it definitely needs a rebuild kit. They're not terribly expensive. The center link itself looks good. This idler arm, I don't know, guys. Maybe it'll clean up. If I can find a replacement relatively inexpensive, I'll probably just get a new one. I'm not worried about the bushings because I'm actually going to put in the poor man's power steering kit, which is supposed to replace these bushings if I'm understanding that correctly. The other shell of that bushing is still in my center link. That's one I have here laying around for reference. It's bent, obviously, but it does have the, you know what I should do? I should look at that one. Maybe those parts are good before I go spend $45 again. And then I thought, you know, let's check out the steering box. And I kind of put it in a bench here and manually ran it back and forth, and it's grinding and growling and crunching. I thought, oh, Jesus, Oz. So I took it apart, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is the goop that was inside of there. Look at the goop. Head out of the way here. Goop. All goop. I think it's okay. It definitely looks like it had water in it at one point. It's the end cap with the bearing in it. Yeah. So I bit the hog right in the ass now, so now I have to do something with it. I have no idea. This is all beyond me, above my head kind of deal. So, but I want to do this car. I want to do as much of it by myself as possible. I know I can get a rebuild kit for this. I'm having a little trouble getting that pitman arm off. I'm going to soak it tonight, because I can't rebuild that without getting that pitman arm off of there, is my understanding. So, but yeah, I don't know if you can see that. I should get my get a flashlight here. Hold on, guys. Flashlight. It looks like it just looks awful. See that? That brown yuck, just caked full. It can't be good. If I can find a better box, I'll find a better box. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of conversion stuff out there available, but I don't want to get into doing a conversion. I just don't. I do have another manual steering box, but the shaft is cut really, really short, so I don't think I'm going to be able to use a coupler on there. But I mean, look at that. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. So, I guess we'll just keep on going here, and I don't know what I should do with that, really. I don't know how that even works. That's too big to fit in there. But it came right out. I mean, it came right out really easily. So I don't know if that's supposed to thread in there. I don't know. I have an assembly manual, so I guess I will take that in the house. Take that in the house tonight for some reading for the weekend. But yeah, I got the spindles done. Satisfied with that. I didn't blast them, just wire brushed them, wire wheeled them on a grinder. It's fine. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But I have to do something now because it's a part. So I obviously putting new oil in there. There was no oil. This is the way it, I mean, it was nothing. I would assume there would be like oil, like liquid oil in there, not grease, because it has a plug for like putting oil in. So that stuff kind of turned to muck. And I would think it would be, I don't know, what is it supposed to be? It's not power steering fluid. So maybe it's just, maybe it is grease. I don't know. You guys that know these Tri-5s, I guess, chime in. I don't know. I'm learning as I go, and I think that's okay. But I need to get that pitman off there. I bought a puller, and I cannot get it off with the puller. So I'm going to clean it here with some brake clean. As it sprays me. My workbench has never been so greasy in the 15 years that I've lived here. I've never had so much flippin' grease on this workbench. It's always been on someone else's workbench. But I guess it's my turn. If I want to do it on the cheap, I gotta do it myself. That's like a pressed. Ugh. Alright, well, I'll hit it with the Mr. Marvel here, if I can find him. Oh, Mr. Marvel! There we are. We'll soak it with some Marvel oil. And that's going to soak all weekend because I am not going to be out in the shop at all this weekend. So I'm trying to get done what I can during the week, but this will actually be good because now I've got some time to do some research on how to rebuild one of these and what is necessary for parts. And yeah, so I'll be spending some more money, but I need the car to be safe. First and foremost, the car needs to be safe because not only am I going to be driving it, but my kids are going to be in it, my wife's going to drive it, my in-laws will probably drive it, my parents will probably drive it, and I do not want to take any chances. So after I have it somewhat roadworthy, I will be having it completely inspected by an actual mechanic, just for correctness and for torque settings and all that stuff, and check my disc brakes and make sure the rotors are on right and all that. So because I want to be safe, but I also want it to be, I don't want to scrimp too much. I mean, I want to do it on a budget, but I don't want to do it half-assed either because doing it twice costs more. So yeah, so with that, I'm actually going to take that other center link apart and see if them pieces are good, because if they are, then that just saved me $40. So, alright, I'll catch you later. It will probably be a while before I get another video up. But thanks for coming along for the ride. Thanks for the comments and thumbs up. And this thing is going to get done here pretty quickly. Next big step is going to be welding the last of the patches in and then repriming this frame completely. And then it's going to be reassembly time, front and rear suspension. Front first, I got to do something with the differential. You guys know that. You've been following along. So with that, gotta go. See you next time.